stream everything live to YouTube. Let me get the YouTube stream up and rolling, and then we'll get started here on 17 meters this morning. Well, that's working. The other monitor kicked in and tripped the Vox. So I guess we are live here on YouTube for whatever it's worth out there. All right, man. Let's get going here. Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra, CQ, 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 WJ7, CAS, and listening. All right, let's just hit the player and hope for the best, man. We have struggled in ham radio today. Here we go. CQ, CQ, CQ. Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra, calling CQ. The name is Matt, Mike Alpha Tango Tango, and I'm located in southeast Missouri. Once again, Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra, calling CQ, and listening. CQ, CQ, CQ. Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra, calling CQ. The name is Matt, Mike Alpha Tango Tango, and I'm located in southeast Missouri. Once again, Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra, calling CQ, and listening. Boy, I am having the luck. As soon as I get going, the band drops out. Well, we'll keep trying. CQ, CQ, CQ. Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra, calling CQ. The name is Matt, Mike Alpha Tango Tango, and I'm located in southeast Missouri. Once again, Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra, calling CQ, and listening. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra, calling CQ, and live streaming to YouTube. Jump on in here, pull up a chair and say hello, and then go to YouTube and enter my call sign in the search engine, or go to my QRZ page and click on the link, rewind the live feed, and hear exactly what you sound like over the air. Again, Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra, calling CQ, and listening.
Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra, this is Kilo Charlie Zero Hotel Papa Tango in Colorado Springs.
Well, good evening in Colorado Springs today. How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great. I'm sitting here on the radio with a John Wayne movie on the TV. So I'm doing fantastic.
Hey, that don't sound too bad. You gotta like the Duke, man.
Absolutely.
All right, very good. Looks like we got a David out there in Colorado Springs. Somehow I clicked on real fast and entered you in there, but that's okay. We'll put you on QRZ if that matters to you. What else you going to do today besides watch John Wayne and talk on the radio? That sounds like enough anyway.
We're going to go out and do a little yard work today. It's kind of a chilly day, but tomorrow's going to be in the 60s, so we've got some good weather going down here. How's the weather back there?
Oh, it's not bad, man. We've come out of a pretty bad cold snap, so I'm happy about it. Not super warm yet, but we're getting up into the 50s and 60s, and I think we're going to head right into the 70s and start cutting grass pretty soon, and I'm ready. It's been a long, cold winter, as they say. QSL?
Oh, you bet it has. Yeah, I cleaned up all the leaves, and then we got a windstorm, so I got to clean them up again.
We never mess with them leaves. We just leave them alone and let them do their thing, and we mow them up. So the wife will cut them all up, and it'll go right back in the ground where they came from. We got a lot of property. That'd be a lot of leaves to rake up. QSL?
Oh, you bet. Well, I usually mow them in the springtime, and I just thought I'd get an early start on it. And it didn't work out that way. So we're going to do it all over again.
All right, very good. Well, I am live streaming this onto YouTube. If that matters to you, you can put my call sign into the YouTube search engine, or you can go to my QRZ page, click the link, go to the video. It's live now, but if you go back later, it's called Let's Try 17 Meters, and you can click on that. You are at the 5-minute mark, and you can hear what you sound like over the air, if that interests you. QSL?
Well, that doesn't pique my interest. I might do it anyway, though. And I just thought I'd jump in here because it didn't sound like anybody else was coming back to you.
Oh, I'm glad you did, man. Yeah, I've been struggling all morning, man. They got got another contest on 10 meters, as always. It seems like every weekend anymore. And I thought, well, I'll go hide on 17. There's not supposed to be contest here, but they got parks on the air. That's about the same thing. But I thought I'd try my luck here, and I wound up with you. So that's a good deal, Roger.
Oh, you bet it is. Yeah, I'm not a contester at all. I'd rather ride shoes and just give my call sign and signal report. It's usually the same over and over again, so it doesn't thrill me, let's put it that way.
I got you, man. Well, I mean, if they like it, that's cool. I have never had an interest in it. I'll never say never, but I doubt it. Kind of boring to me, you know. Name, signal report, 5.9, and as many as you can get. I guess, hey, man, I guess different strokes for different folks. I don't understand the ARRL setting up contests every stinking weekend on every band. It's almost like rag chewing and talking is outlawed on the weekend, QSL.
Yeah, and usually that's when most people have time, but I'm retired. I got time all the time.
Well, there you go. I'm not quite retired. We're working our way towards it. We're going to see the light at the end of the tunnel, but I got a little ways to go yet to get the kids out of the house, Roger.
Yeah, get the kids out, get them to get real good jobs, and then they could support you in a lifestyle you could become accustomed to.
Oh, well, that sounds good. I don't know if that's going to work out, but it sounds good. That would be fine with me, Roger.
You bet. What kind of radio are you talking to me on?
I am running an ICOM 7300. I do have a little bit of audio processing stuff and a studio microphone. And we're running, not real hard, we're like 200, 250 watts out of a inverted V at around 35 feet.
Well, I've got a Yaesu 991A, and I'm putting out 100 watts into an R8 antenna. And of course, I like to brag, especially when I get people on the East Coast, that my antenna is only 10 feet off the ground, 1,500 feet in the air.
Well, there you go. Yeah, you live in Colorado Springs, so you're sitting on a big antenna tower, QSL.
You bet I am. The only bad thing here is we've been getting some pretty high winds, and my Yagi has kind of moved around on the beam, so it doesn't tune up right now. I gotta get up there and do some work on it. And that one's up at 20 feet.
Oh, that's a skyscraper. I once had a big tower in Idaho. I had a 90-footer. I'll never, ever do that again. So much work to get that up. And did real well up there because I was at about 5,500 foot of elevation. So I had Mother Nature getting my signal up there, too. So we got a 40-footer here with a 10-foot pipe on the top of that. There's a vertical for 10 meters up at the top. And well, I got a bunch of them out there, man. I got 8, 9 antennas. So 1 2-meter 440, you wouldn't count that. We got a 6-meter, we got the 10-meter vertical, we got a 15-meter sloper, a 17-meter inverted V, 20-meter sloper, 40-meter inverted V, 80-meter inverted V, and then a full 538-foot long full-wave 160 loop.
Oh, yeah. Well, I've got a J-pole I'm going to hook up with 2 meters, and I'm going to put that on the sun deck in a bucket full of concrete. Then right now I've got a 3-band antenna on the end of the house that I'm using for doing just straight 2 meters. And then on my tower I've got a Yagi. I use that when I decide I'm going to get into the single sideband net. So I've got a few here. In fact, I have probably more than most inside a neighborhood that has covenants.
Oh yeah, man. Well, yeah, I got 14 acres out here. I'm gonna do what I want. I think I got enough wire out there to wire a whole house. I don't know, but the wife calls it Area 51. But that's cool, man. She's got a bunch of chickens, guineas, cats. I don't bother them, and she leaves my antennas alone. It's a give and take deal. QSL.
Absolutely. Yeah, my wife's a ham, so when I upgraded to Extra, I didn't change my call sign. Her call sign ends in HPS, so the consecutive call signs. And they look good on a license plate that way, KC0HPT.
Oh, there you go. Does she get on the air much?
No, she doesn't. When she got her license, there were a lot of ladies here in the Springs on the air, and they just seemed to have drifted away, and you know, I hate to say this, but when guys hear a lady on the radio, they go crazy.
Oh yeah, it's a pileup, man. Men are men. I mean, it's actually, yeah, it's almost embarrassing, but it is what it is. I mean, I think a woman can win the contest every time because it don't matter who is out there. Everybody's going to pile up to try to talk to her like they think they're going to get a date or something. QSL.
You bet. Yeah, well, I better get out of here, and I tell you, it was fantastic getting a hold of you. The name here is Dave, and when I used to be employed, they tagged the nickname of Ozzy on me, because the last name's Nelson, and better to be called Ozzy than Harriet. So 7-3, we'll catch you down the log. KC0HPT with WJ7CAS. Have a great day.
All right, David. Thank you for stopping by, man. You made my day. Have a great day out there in Colorado Springs, and enjoy the rest of your John Wayne movie. So, KC0HPT, WJ7CAS. 7-3, David. All right. Anybody hanging out? QRZ.
Kilo India 8, Delta Juliet.
All right, let me see if I got this right. Is it a Kilo India 8 Delta Juliet?
Yeah, that's the Roger. Name here is Gary, Golf Alpha Romeo Yankee, in the UP of Michigan, over.
All right, Gary. Well, thank you for answering my call. What's going on in Michigan today?
Well, it's just kind of a partially sunny day, about 28 degrees, and got a bunch of snow on the ground. I'm in the UP way up here by Lake Superior, about 15 miles from Marquette, if you know where that is. See that on the weather map once in a while, over.
All right, Roger. Yeah, you're probably way up there. I do drive a truck, and I end up in Michigan all the time, but not probably nowhere near you. I'm usually in the Detroit area. I haul steel around the Midwest, QSL.
Okay, yeah, Detroit's about 500 miles by road from us here. We're on the other side of the Mackinac Bridge and all that, but yeah, we had something in common. I worked maintaining equipment that produced pellets for the blast furnaces that made the steel you haul there, over.
Oh, very good, very good. So, yeah, it keeps me busy. Not going to run out of steel, man. It seems like it's musical coils. I haul coils from here to there. I'm going to haul one up to, where are we going? Gary, Indiana. I got to leave tomorrow afternoon. Then I got one going to Mississippi, and I'll probably get one going back up. And it's like I just haul the same big metal donuts around nonstop, QSL.
Oh, okay, so you're talking about rolled steel, or rolls of steel then?
Yeah, I do that. Sometimes I haul round bar steel. Sometimes we haul, sheet steel, I-beams, whatever pays the bills, man. If they pay me, I'll haul it, QSL.
Yeah, QSL, how many tons can you put on your truck there? And do you have your own truck, or you drive for a company?
I have my own truck, so I can do 48,000 pounds, so that is 44 tons. I don't usually run that heavy, but sometimes I do. So, about 44 tons. 48,000 pounds is the most I can legally put on my truck. We can do more if we want to run permits and stuff, but I usually don't mess with that, Roger.
Yeah, QSL. How long you been doing that? You got a few more years to go, or are you right in the middle of your career? I retired about 11 years ago. Over.
I'm towards the end of my career. I've been driving, really since I could reach the pedals as a farm kid. But for a living since 1989 when I got out of high school. Didn't have a ton of options and decided that was the best one. I don't know if it was, but here we are 30-something, 6 years later, and I got about 5 more years to go. We had a couple kids late because my oldest son was kind of a handful, and the youngest still in the house is 13. So once we get her towards the end of the road, I think I can get off the hammer a little bit. QSL?
Yeah, QSL. I got out of there early because we had a lot of pollution, industrial chemicals and diesel smoke and just the natural silica dust in the ore and everything. It's not good for you. I started at 18 years old, so I got out at about 56. We had a 30 and out pension, but I had almost 38 there. Over.
Oh, you put in your time. And side note, I don't know if you heard, but I am streaming live to YouTube, so if you want to go back later and hear what you sound like over the air, you're welcome to do that. Pretty easy. You can put my call sign in YouTube search engine, or easier yet, go to my QRZ page and click on the link, and just go to the live feed. I think I named it, let's try 17 meters or something, and you are right at, well, there you go. You're at the 17-minute mark. 17-minute on 17 meters. QSL?
I didn't write your call down. What is your call? And also, I don't even think I have your name there. But this is Gary, by the way.
No problem. Yeah, I got your QRZ page up on the live stream for everybody to see. So my name is Matt, Mike Alpha Tango Tango, and the call sign is Whiskey Juliet 7 or Whiskey Japan 7. Suffix is Charlie Alpha Sierra, Charlie America Sugar, close air support. Roger?
Okay, I remember that call. I know I've worked you before. I don't log anything, but I think a pretty good memory for these call signs. It's amazing how few real active people there are on HF in the U.S. there. You can kind of start to pick out all the good signals there all the time. It almost gets like, not him again, not in your case, but you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah, and I don't know, it seems like the art of just talking is out the window, man. Came down here to hide from contesters. They got another contest on 10 meters again. I swear we just had one last weekend. I don't know. It's like the ARRL is against rag chewing because now every weekend they just want to wipe the bands out, I guess, and we're not welcome except for here. We can hide here. QSL?
Oh, yeah, I discovered this long ago in my early ham career. I wanted nothing to do with contests, and I just wish we had one somewhere around 40 meters or something so you could have some the propagation when the high bands aren't working. But at least we got this. KITJ.
That's it, man. I don't care if people contest. That's cool, but there are some others out here like us, and I don't know. I guess there's more of them than there are of us. I don't know what their deal is, but I wish they'd do like one weekend we'll do 10, next weekend. But I swear last weekend or the weekend before, it was every band except this one and maybe 12 meters, which wasn't even open, but they had one on 40. They even had it, I don't know if it was 80, but they definitely had 40, 20, and 10. They wiped out the whole spectrum for 2 days. QSL?
My oil change there. So anyway, nice talking to you. And 7-3, I got to run.
All right, Gary, I think you said you had to run. I lost you altogether anyways. All right, thank you, brother. Thanks for stopping by. Got you in the logbook. We'll put you on QRZ and all that good stuff. And hope to work you again. Have a great day up there in Upper Michigan. KI8DJ, WJ7CAS. Take care, buddy. All right, this is Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra, QRZ.
November 4, Echo, Echo.
Kilo, Charlie 2, Charlie, Whiskey Tango.
All right, a few of you in there. Let me just get the one I heard first. I think it's November 4, Echo, Echo, QSL.
QSL, that's our club call sign. We were out here at Park in South Carolina doing a POTA activation, and the band, I was assigned to this band, and things dried up, so I started hunting around and found you. I just wanted to, been listening and wanted to stop by and say hello.
Well, I'm glad you did. I got an N4 Echo Echo. Are you part of the Trident Amateur Radio Club in North Charleston, South Carolina, QSL?
QSL. My personal call is Alpha Echo 4 Zulu Romeo. Alpha Echo 4 Zulu Romeo. Name here is David. And been enjoying listening to your conversation.
Oh, well, hey, man, thank you. And FYI, I'm live streaming on YouTube, so if you do want to go back and hear what you sound like over the air, you're welcome to do that. All you got to do is put my call sign into YouTube or go to my QRZ page, click on the link, and I'm trying to pull your QRZ page up here. Here we go. We'll get it going. We're right about 21 minutes into the feed, QSL.
QSL, and you enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope you guys have a very pleasant afternoon here.
All right, man. Well, very good. Got the your club's thing up on the live feed, your QRZ page here, and good luck with your activation. The band's kind of tough, man. I don't know. It's up, and down, but I guess you're going to just have to do the best you can, Roger.
Roger. I know earlier on this morning I couldn't get out of Europe. I was working right in Nest.
Well, that's the way she goes, man. Mother Nature dictates everything. We think we're something with our antennas and amplifiers, and she holds all the keys at the end of the day, QSL.
QSL, I'm going to go ahead and drop down to 18112 and try to make a few more contacts.
All right, buddy. Well, thank you, man. Good luck to you. Have fun out there, and hopefully we can do it again sometime soon. So 7-3, my friend.
Okay, please.
All right. Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra, QRZ.
Kilo, Charlie 2, Charlie, Whiskey Tango.
WJ7CAS. This is WA1 Golf Zulu Yankee Maritime Mobile.
Okay, Mobile, if you could stand by. One got in here before you. If you want to hold on, I'll get to you. If not, that's okay too. But Kilo Charlie 2 station, come again.
Go ahead, pick up the mobile station. I'm here just in the check. Go ahead, pick up the mobile station first.
I appreciate it. He said to go ahead and pick you up, mobile station. Go ahead, friend.
Okay, WJ7CAS. This is WA1 Golf Zulu Yankee Maritime Mobile. Good morning. My name is Rich, short for Richard. We're aboard the Viking Neptune, about 1,100 nautical miles south and west of Ensenada, Mexico. In 2 more days, we will make port at Hilo, the Big Island, Hawaii. And you've got a very nice signal. I'm not sure what your location is. If you go to Viking.Anomax.com, you can see a real-time camera. You can join me on the boat and see what we see here. Nothing but water. WJ7CAS from WA1GZY. Rich aboard the Viking Neptune.
All right, man. Sounds like you're having a great time just floating around in the water. I'm kind of jealous. And I didn't have a pen in my hand, so I'm going to write that, what you gave me, down, and I'll have to go back and check it out later. I want to check that camera out to see what you see. That does sound like fun. And if you missed it, I am live streaming onto YouTube if you want to go back and hear what your Maritime Mobile sounds like over the air into Missouri. That's where I'm located, Mike Oscar. You can do that. The feed's called Let's Try 17 Meters, and we are 24 minutes into the feed. If you want to back it up and or go later, just remember you're around the 24-minute mark, Richard. QSL?
Very good, Matt. Well, you've got a good 5 and 9 signal, and It sounds terrific. The Viking, we have 465 crew, 928 passengers, of which myself and the XYL represent 2 of the 928. The ship is 748 feet long. We have 464 cabins, and it was built in 2022 at a cost of $400 million. I'm actually working you, Matt, through a remote connection. We've got your signal going in and out of northeast Florida, Jacksonville Beach. That's my base station. And from there, your signal is relayed over the internet to the Viking Neptune here. So, an unusual connection, but it's working. I can operate all bands, 160 through 70 centimeters. I can rotate the antenna and control the amplifier. We have 1,500 watts going to a 4-element step-IR. WJ7CAS from WA1GZY, Maritime Mobile.
All right, very cool, man. You're piloting a big old boat. That's cool. Hey, real quick, what did you say the website was so I could check out that camera, or where do I got to go on the internet?
Go to Viking.Panomax, Papa Alpha November Oscar Mike Alpha X-ray.com. Viking.panomax.com. Over.
All right, I got it. When I get all done and clear the air, I'm going to go check that out, man. So, all right, very cool. Well, I hope all you and your passengers arrive to, I think you said Hawaii safely, and awesome that you can kind of kill time. I'm sure you're not in a lot of traffic jams way out there in the ocean, so I guess it probably has some kind of autopilot you can put it on and talk on the radio. Great way to kill time, QSL.
Water everywhere, but nary a drop to drink. Local time here is 7:34 in the morning. We have 19 degrees C or 67 degrees, and smooth sailing. The ocean swells are about 1 to 2 feet max, so very smooth sailing this morning. We have 2 more days. Then we will reach Hilo on the Big Island and visit all of the Hawaiian Islands, and then it'll be 5 days back on the Pacific over to Ensenada, Mexico, before embarking in San Pedro, the Los Angeles port, at which point we'll fly back to Florida. KJ7 CAS in Missouri. Matt from WA1GZY aboard the Viking Neptune.
Oh, very cool, man. I wish I was riding along with you. Correction on the call, if it matters to you, it's a whiskey call, not a K. Whiskey Juliet 7, and you got the rest right, Charlie Alpha Sierra. So, all right, Richard. Well, very good, man. Try not to run into anything out there. I don't think you can. You just said water, and more water, and get the boat docked and tied up safely and get off and take the XYL out there and have a nice dinner and then off to the next one, Roger.
Yeah, that is the plan. We've been having fun. With 5 days at sea, there's ample time between the ship's entertainment to play radio. So we're having a great time and working all the bands. I've gone generally I'll work 40 meters on up, but I did make a few contacts on 75. Although we have to be aware of the time difference, Matt. Well, I won't keep you. We'll let you get on to the other station. Thank him for his courtesy, and hope you have a great weekend, Matt. WJ7CAS. This is WA1GZY, Maritime Mobile, the Viking Neptune.
All right, Richard. Thank you for stopping by. Great to talk to you. I've talked to a lot of people on boats, but I do not think I've ever talked to nobody who was piloting a big old cruise ship. So that's cool. Thank you for that. All right, WA1GZY, your friend in Missouri, Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra 7-3, bud.
3, good morning. WA1 GZY Maritime Mobile.
All right, there we go. Little bit of latency, not surprising with the internet connection. All right, man, KC2 call. Did you hang out through all that, buddy?
Oh, yeah, I'm here actually in the shack working. It's Kilo Charlie 2, Charlie Whiskey Tango. The name is Bob Bravo, Oscar Bravo, and we're located 65 miles north of Manhattan. QSL?
All right, yep, says Carmel, New York, man. That's the right one?
Yes, it is, sir.
All right, very good. We got you in the log. We put you down at 5'9". And like I said, I do have this going on YouTube if you want to go check out what you sound like on the air. Of course, that's up to you. But what's going on up there in New York today, my friend?
Well, right actually at this moment, the weather outside, we got about 38 degrees. The wind is blowing, the sun's starting to come out. We're actually starting to go uphill towards spring after a pretty gnarly winter here. So, but I'm actually just up in the shack in a moment. One of my service technicians told me I was in a building and had a problem, so I'm helping him to walk through a problem. And then it's time to go back outside, to go back out and work on the RV. We got a trip coming up here in less than 2 weeks. We're heading down to Florida, stop, make a layover in Miami for tonight, see the wife's family, and then we're heading down to the Sunshine Key in the Keys to do some fishing.
Oh, man, that sounds good. What are you going to fish for?
Oh, we fish off the bridges. We normally get the mangrove snappers, but we've gotten some, we get tarpon, we get some, what they call some triggerfish, we get some permit fish, we get a little bit of everything there, yellowtails, there are all sorts of things. On the bridge, you don't know what you're going to get.
Well, that's half the fun of it, I would imagine. So, before I forget, you got a great signal coming in here, 5.8 plus. I did log you at 5.9 for QRZ, if that matters to you. But good sounding station, man. Go back and check it out and hear for yourself on YouTube later if you want to. But you sound great down here into Missouri today, QSL.
QSL, very well. I'm good to hear. It's good to hear. It took me a long time to get the station to sound good. I had lots of problems with audio and all sorts of things. The station here, by the way, is a Flex 6400 running to a KPA 500, running about 400 watts. The antenna is an 80-meter OCF at about 60 feet. And I say this because people question. I am running no outboard gear. Basically, the microphone is...
Man, so you sound really good. A lot of bottom end. I like it, man.
I just changed the profile over. I went from 4K wide. I dropped it down to 33K wide, which I have a little bit of audio difference settings on there, so that may take some of the bottom end out of it.
Oh, no, it sounds good, man. Yeah, narrowing up. I mean, it took a little bit out, but it's still... it might actually be better because my receive's not 4K wide. I can't get all of it. So you get a little bit of harmonics in there. But it sounds good, man. I mean, I can narrow up to, you know what that sounds like. We can drop down there. Then we can narrow even more, and we get pretty tinny sounding. So bandwidth does make a difference. Either way is good. This might be a hair better. But either way, man, you sound excellent. QSL?
Yeah, QSL, very good. Yeah, well, I have different audio settings. I didn't realize I was on a 4K wide because at nighttime up here on 80 meters, we have a group of guys between Jersey, New York, and Long Island, and Massachusetts, and Maine, real audio guys. So we tend to go out a little bit wider and try to get the most out of it. But I also, when I chase DX, I have a totally different, I have different settings that I can just click on to make it, sound a lot different just by
a click like that. This way when you're chasing somebody, it gives you a little bit of difference in the profile to make you sound a little different.
Oh, yeah, narrow up and punch through the pileup. I don't do that. I'm not a DX chaser or a contester, man. What you hear is what you get. I do have some audio processing stuff, and I have an Electro-Voice microphone. Nothing too spectacular, but, we do the best we can with it. QSL?
QSL. All right, sir. Well, my tech is calling me on the phone, so let me go pick him up. I can send him the voicemail, and I'll call him back.
All right, man. Yeah, you bet. I just got a text that breakfast at almost noon is ready, so I'll cut you loose. I'll do one more in case someone's been waiting. I've been that guy before, but Robert, thank you, bud. Take care, man. KC2CWT, your friend WJ7CAS 73, man.
Sir, you have yourself a great day. 73.
All right, very good, very good. All right, anybody hanging out before I go eat breakfast? QRZ.
Whiskey Zero Golf X-Ray.
Whiskey Zero Golf X-Ray. How you doing today, buddy?
Pretty good. I'm here in Mandan, North Dakota. Just thought I'd jump on 17 and see what I could do. Go ahead.
Well, you got me. I don't know if that's good or bad. Let me punch you in the logbook here real quick, see if we've talked before. Nope, but I do have a George in Mandan, North Dakota, just like you said. I am going to log you right now at 5'9". You're pretty close to that anyways. Well, what's going on in North Dakota? Nice. Are you guys down to shorts and T-shirts yet?
It's almost sweater weather here. We're enjoying the tropical heat wave we've had since the February freeze out. Go ahead.
Oh, very good. We've been cold, not like you guys by no means, but we've had a long winter, in my opinion. Usually by now we're starting to cut the grass, and we're still a couple weeks away from that. So I'm ready for some warm weather, man. I don't know. I lived up in northern Idaho. Pretty cold up there, but not like you North Dakota guys. You guys are something special, man. I don't know how you do that cold and wind and all that. And then in the summertime, it's hotter than heck, man. It's like a 150-degree temperature swing from the cold minus temperatures of winter to the 100-plus in the summertime. You guys are just built different, QSL.
Roger. I can't claim to be a native of here. I went 6th grade through high school over in Casper, Wyoming, so I kind of had a little bit of an idea what I was getting into. But it's the coldest place I've ever lived by far.
All right, very good. And I am live streaming to YouTube. If you want to go check that out later and hear what you sound like over the air, you'll be able to do that. Two ways. You can go to YouTube and put in my call sign, or just go to my QRZ page and click the link. I'm going to be ending the video right when we're done, but the video is called Let's Try 17 Meters with today's date, and you will be the one closing out the show at about the 40-minute mark. Roger?
Roger. Could you come back with your call sign just one more time?
No problem. We'll do it a couple times. It's a mouthful, brother. Call sign Whiskey Juliet 7 or Whiskey Japan 7. The suffix Charlie Alpha Sierra, Charlie America Sugar for you guys up there in North Dakota. Can't afford sheep or any other animals. QSL?
Roger. I copy Whiskey Juliet 7 Charlie Alpha Sierra. Yeah, you're a 5'9" plus 10 here. What are you running? Go ahead.
I'm running an ICOM 7300. We are not getting too carried away. Maybe 300 watts on peaks. Nothing spectacular. Out of a homebrew inverted V at about 35 feet. QSL?
QSL, yes, I'm running an ICOM 7100 today on a dipole that is at about 27 feet. Go ahead.
Well, it's doing a great job, man. You're right up there, 5'8", 5'9", peaking up there, no problem at all. I did log you at 5'9" for QRZ. If you chase that star and want it, I'll upload all that later today. If you want to confirm it, up to you. I don't chase stars or awards, but I do put it up there for the guys that do. Roger.
Roger. Yeah, I'm still working on my DXCC. I did manage to get a mixed mode worked all states, and part of the way I did that is I live in a rental house, and the property manager made me take down my mast, and I for a while had a vertical in my living room, and I could get it up a little 11 and a half feet or so to the apex of the ceiling. And I'll be darned if I didn't work all the continents on that on FT8, including Antarctica. Go ahead.
Very cool. Well, don't run a lot of watts and give yourself RF poisoning or something. That's a first. I don't know if I've heard that. I've heard antenna in the attic. I've heard of people using their rain gutters, their fences, but I don't know if I've ever heard anybody put a vertical up like a Christmas tree in the living room. I told you guys up there in North Dakota are built different, QSL.
Roger, kind of laughing out loud there. Yeah, I limited myself to 50 watts on FT8 doing that, but yeah, I wouldn't have broke out a linear high.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been good. So, all right, man. Well, very good. I think I am going to wrap this up here. And, oh, you know what? I put your wrong call sign in, I think. Let me go back and get that up there for you to see on the live feed. You'd probably be like, why does he have this guy up? Well, it's because I can't read my own writing. So give me one more second, and I'll at least get the right guy up. I was wondering why it was saying NE. It's because I put the wrong call sign in for the live feed up here. It's pretty hard to see when I interact through the studio software. There we go. Now I got the right guy. Now you're up there. So very good, George.
Yeah, Roger. I don't know whether I'm going to be famous or infamous with this YouTube video, laughing out loud.
Oh, there's not that many people watching it. I have a really big YouTube channel on an unrelated topic, trucking. I do trucking, so I do trucking videos, business videos, stuff like that. This is a fairly new deal for me, just for my hobby, and I have a few videos on a few things, and I just started this live streaming about a week ago, so it's been a real learning process, learning how to run this OBS studio thing, but I'm getting the hang of it. But people seem to really like to be able to go back and hear what they sound like over the air. Then I'm pulling it right out of the receiver of the radio. A lot of guys will set a microphone next to a speaker and it doesn't sound right. But now this is line level MP3 right out of the 7300 receive into my computer. QSL?
Yeah, Roger. I noticed with ITOM, the SM50 is a really hot mic, and I've never had to dial down my mic gain as much as I have with this thing, but it seems to be working.
Nope, it sounds good. It's very loud. No problems at all. So, all right, man, I'm going to go see what the wife has for breakfast. We're going to end the show with you, George. Thank you for stopping by, buddy. And you have a great day out there in North Dakota. WOGX, well, W0GX, let me get that right. Your friend in Southeast Missouri. WJ7CAS. Send it back to you for the final, and we'll let you put the ribbon on it there, George.
WJ7 Charlie Alpha Sugar, Whiskey Zero Golf X-Ray. Fine business. I enjoyed the QSO, and we'll catch you on down the log. 7 threes, and go have a good breakfast.
All right, friend. Take care. All right, I'm going to stop the live stream right now, and I'm going to get out.